10 police and military inventions that stop any speeding vehicle. Hello and welcome back to Fan Screens. In today's video, we will talk about the 10 police and military inventions that stop any speeding vehicle. Criminality exists in every country. However, these 10 police and military technologies can stop any fast car, help to reduce crime, and put criminals where they belong. So here are the list of top 10 police and military inventions that stop any speeding vehicle. Spike strips. When it comes to halting fast automobiles, spike strips are the tried and true method. However, the invention has progressed significantly over time. Spike strips that retract are a new and improved means of combating crooks. Spike strips are not only more time-consuming to set up, but they can also be dangerous to use. It's also not particularly safe to be standing near the road with speeding automobiles. You don't even need to be on the road with these new retractable spike strips. The spikes come in a convenient box that police officers can set on the edge of the road, and they fly out and amass across the road with the push of a button on a remote. The incoming automobiles hit the spikes, and the second they arrive, they fly directly back into the box, ensuring that any speeding police cars approaching from behind are unaffected because the road is clear. Elkosta Wedge Barrier. When it comes to halting fast automobiles, something more powerful than spikes is sometimes required. When the police or military needs a more durable approach to deter criminals, they turn to large, bulky obstacles like those offered by Elkosta, perfect for entryways that requires a little more security. All vehicles of any size can be stopped by this barrier. These items can be found in highly security facilities such as government officials, research institutions, and military bases. That's how you know these obstacles are serious. Even the largest vehicles cannot overcome this barrier, as evidenced by videos of it in action. Even after being damaged, the Elkosta Wedge Barrier is still intact. Number 3. XNet. The issue with previous spike systems for stopping cars is that they don't always stop when and how you want them to. The fact that the car's tires are punctured indicates that the vehicle is still capable of moving forward and covering the considerable distance. Instead of creating a far more dangerous situation with an already rushing car, XNet brings it to a faster and more efficient stop. Using spikes can be risky, especially when there are speeding cars all around you. The traditional spikes employed in police pursuits frequently result in injury and death, but XNet hopes to change that. It's been demonstrated to be a safer option overall, not just for cops and soldiers, but for everyone in automobile through trials and experiments. Number 4. Healed Ht1 Raptor. This is a modern security barrier that is ideal for regions that require more protection. This barrier is embedded in the earth but does not guarantee that it will remain there, as it can rise and fall to the ground in response to passing vehicles. This barrier is so powerful that it showed no evidence of wear and tear even after crash testing, demonstrating how much harm it can withstand. A 7.5-ton vehicle could be handled by the Raptor that was approaching at a speed of around 80 kilometers per hour. Whether there's a full line of Raptors or just one, this barrier isn't afraid to fight back, and it's ready to take on any cars that try to ram it. It's an excellent choice for individuals who require maximum security. Number 5. Pro Spike. Elegant and simple to use, any car approaching the Pro Spike knows just how to stop. This is a nail mat that may be simply laid on the ground to conduct border and traffic inspections, roadblocks, and most importantly, to prevent a speed criminal from fleeing. One of the best features of the mat is that officers do not have to endanger their lives by approaching the road and being close to incoming traffic. Officers can carry on with their task with a lot more safety and efficient if they are use a control to activate the spikes. When the wheels of most cars collide to the Pro Spike's mat nails, they can only move 200 meters. meters. As a result, criminals will be unable to put a significant distance between themselves and the officers. Number 6. Arrest net. Police chases can get out of hand sometimes, and it's better to de-escalate the situation rather than add to it. This is when the safety net comes in. This is a high-quality, powerful net that may be thrown into a vehicle's path to ensure that it comes to a complete stop. The spikes on the net assist in piercing the back tires, causing the net to tangle around the front tires. Officers have no choice but to halt and approach the vehicle since the net will hold individuals attempting to flee in place. It's a secure method of catching offenders. As a result, deaths and injuries can be prevented and the net can be deployed in under 3 seconds, making it a quick but effective technique for catching and stopping fleeing suspects. Safe stop. With this piece of technology, taking on thieves has never been easier. The safe stop system is meant to put a halt to any engine via countless RF signals. It's quite simple to use and transport, and it can be utilized on both land and sea. Consequently, the safe stop has access to both engines. Vehicles close and around a means of transportation will safe stop activated will come to a halt without utilizing any other ways by simply push off a button. The stop itself is also secure. Consequently, the threat is reduced. This device is also useful at security checkpoints. If someone is speeding or acting suspiciously, the safe stop can be used to bring them to a halt and question them. Net barrier. When it comes to security, the net barrier is a retractable net that works wonderfully. This net has a deployment time of only 2 seconds and can halt cars coming from either direction. This means that while dealing with the net barrier, criminals will have to think quickly. But the net barrier also offers some advantages for law enforcement. This is a subtle yet useful strategy barrier since the net can be hidden without the road or only emerge when needed. Because the net absorbs and gives energy, it also provides some protection to individuals who crash with it. It can aid with the safety of drivers and incoming automobiles. With a net span of up to 80 feet, and the net barrier is sure to keep all vehicles at bay while always keeping high security locations safe. Number 9. Modular Vehicle Barrier. Cars ramming each other has always been a problem, but the Modular Vehicle Barrier aims to eliminate it. This barrier transmits the force of an oncoming vehicle into the earth using cutting-edge technology. It can be used in a variety of settings, from a standard street to more rugged and rockier terrain. This is an extremely effective approach to make protected places even easier and safer. It's also a pretty accessible technique to reducing the threat of vehicles because it's so light. The barrier jumps up slightly into the wheels after being hit by a car. The Modular Vehicle Barrier is so powerful that it can even take on trucks without causing any harm, demonstrating how high quality and sufficient these barriers are. Number 10. Grappler. With this helpful equipment, law enforcement officer can regain complete control. Officers now have a new method to use instead of just bumping speeding automobiles with their own car, which increases the risk of injury and death. When the moment is correct, policeman can shoot out a strong thick net that wraps itself around the car's back tire using a grappler, which sits in the front of the police cruiser. Because the net is so strong, it will bring the car to a complete stop, allowing the authorities to maintain a safe distance from the people in pursuit. Although halting the car is normally safe for the driver, the grappler does not hold back. It's still a handy, powerful device that was designed to disable an automobile and prevent it from driving, and it succeeds. The only thing that needs to be done is a quick click of a button and then bang, the net is thrown out and the cops seize the speeding vehicle.